Thanks everyone for coming out. My name's Jacob Wallace. I own Redeem Digital. What we do with Redeem Digital is I primarily focus on just any digital solution, but more specifically into like web design, app development, starting to get into social media marketing, AI implementation, and consulting. So I'll go a little bit more into that with some of this, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick introduction. So what is AI? AI is technology that performs tasks requiring human intelligence, like understanding language, recognizing images, making decisions, or translating. Some popular AI models that I personally use, amongst others, is ChatGPT. That's probably the most well-known AI. There's Gemini, which is through Google, and Claude, which is through a company called Anthropic. So I'll go into more details on these models, and I'll show you guys some demos of ways to use these platforms. If I had a general stack, AI programs, this is my stack. Siri, Google Assistant, before it was really intelligent, that was still a form of AI. Algorithms that you get in Amazon, Netflix, that's artificial intelligence. AI's been around for a while, just not the models that we see today. That's kind of a newer development. So there's large language models, which are commonly referred to LLMs, and that includes ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot, which Copilot is Microsoft's integration of AI. There's Grok, which is Twitter or X, their version of AI, and then Meta AI. The social media platforms are really getting into the AI space, and they're really giving the other platforms a run to their money. So there's speech models, which is what we are using more commonly. So this is like Google Assistant, Siri, the Amazon Alexa, and there's Otter AI. So Otter AI is a kind of a newer AI program that goes alongside like integrated into Zoom or digital meetings. And what Otter AI will do is, as you are speaking, it'll give you a full transcription of the meeting at the end of the meeting, and you can actually tell it who's who. It'll recognize the voices. So not only will you have a transcription, it'll say like, Jacob said so-and-so, Randy said this, and everything like that. So it gives you, it's a really good reading summary on things like that. So there's also predictive models. These have also been around for a while, like Amazon, Netflix, there's algorithms, and then weather apps use predictive AI in a lot of their software. So they are owned by a company called OpenAI. They have a suite of AI solutions, but their most famous solution is ChatGPT. So if you go to their website, instead of just going to the app, you'll see a lot of different resources. There's a lot of learning material too. The culture that is around artificial intelligence right now is these companies want you to be educated on it. They would rather give you free training and have a workforce that's easily accessible to them, rather than relying on people to go to college and learn about AI and waiting for someone to have a degree. And so there's a plethora of education and training materials out there. OpenAI definitely has a lot of learning materials. ChatGPT is a highly versatile AI program. It integrates with multiple apps, supports business use, like email drafting, meeting summaries, code assistance. It's widely adopted by businesses for customer service, productivity, and automation. Multilingual and voice support standard in 2025 that came this year. It enhances workflow, efficiency, and customer experience. So the language model, the multilingual and voice support standard, that is something really cool that's happened this year. So if I run into someone that doesn't speak English, bring up ChatGPT, their chat function, they can speak into the AI and it'll translate it to me, and then I can respond into ChatGPT and it'll respond to them in Spanish.
Oh, that's excellent, because Google Translate is.
And I've heard that it's pretty accurate. Some of the slang terms and everything like that, I've heard it can be a little wishy-washy. It helps you understand and communicate with someone that you wouldn't be able to communicate with at all. So, on that, it integrates with multiple apps. So ChatGPT or OpenAI, this is the AI platform that you'll see behind a lot of different AI platforms that come up. So if someone builds a new AI platform and it says like powered by OpenAI, they're really just building a platform and integrating ChatGPT into their platform to do the service for the operation that that platform was built for. How I see it is the OpenAI is for like an engine of the car, and the new app for software is more like the body of the car. They built the front-facing tool that you'll see, and then OpenAI is the engine behind that. So that's what fuels a lot of different AI apps and softwares. So Claude by Anthropic, Claude can handle very long documents, strong at analyzing and rewriting long text. It emphasizes safer, more controlled, constitutional responses aligned with user values, excellent for regulated industries and large-scale document processing. So if you are wanting to analyze at like a large financial report and pull out data or this, always be one thing I will say with anything that you put into AI, if it's confidential information, don't put it into an AI platform. AI learns from the information that's given from all sources. A lot of it is public information. So if you put your financials in there and I'm like, I want to see NTC's financials, like so you show me NTC's financials. It's not going to show it to me, but it's now just in another database that I would assume most people wouldn't want in a database. So be careful with what information you put in there. But Claude has the capability of analyzing large documents like that, even if it was just like sales or marketing information, and create presentations with that information. One cool thing with Claude is you'll see some Drive learn code from Drive. You can integrate this with your Google Drive. And so say you're working from your Google Drive. So if you're wanting to work on a document, you're wanting it to update one of your documents, you can say, hey, can you pull the PDF I have labeled as this and make these corrections to it. It's going to look at your drive, find the name of the PDF, and it makes the corrections for you. So you can integrate it into those things. You can integrate it into your calendar with Google. Like, hey, can you tell me what my calendar looks like for this week? If I am free on Thursday, can you schedule a lunch and learn for me?